Hi, my name's Lisa Kettell and welcome to my vintage workshop. Today we're going to learn how to make vintage German ornaments that look just like this. There's different varieties and forms that you can make, and all you're going to need is a simple Christmas bulb, some pipe cleaners, some Dresden trim, a little bouillon, and then hot glue, and a couple images, and then you're on your way. What you're going to do is you're going to take a long stem of pipe cleaner. You're going to take a dab of hot glue, and you're going to hot glue the center. Now be careful because hot glue is very hot, obviously. And now you're going to take your pipe cleaner, and you're going to roll it down the center. Now make sure you cover the whole spot, and remember, it is hot, so be careful. My hands are already burnt, so it doesn't matter at this point if I burn them anymore. So I'm pretty numb to the hot glue, but those of you that have sensitive fingers, you might want to use a bamboo stick or something that you can push it in. Once it's hardened, I'd say about a minute, you want to measure out about 4 inches to 4.5 inches of stem length. Or you can use one of your finished projects as an eye template. I would cut it about here, about 4 inches, and you're left with something that looks like this. Now, you do the same thing for the right side of your ornament, and you do the same thing for the left side of the ornament, just wrapping it around and hot gluing it. And what you're going to be left with is something that looks like this. As you can see, I have a left side, a middle, and a right. It almost makes like a pyramid. Now, here comes the fun part. Now what you do is you're going to take a vintage image, and you're going to hot glue it to the center, just like that. What you're going to be left with is a piece that looks something like this. Just the vintage image in the center and your pipe cleaners. Now comes the embellishments. You're going to take bouillon, which you can find in some antique stores. You can find it online. And what you're going to do is take an end and just pull it. And as you pull it, it starts to unravel. It's very fine, so be careful when you're pulling it. You don't pull too hard. It will pull instantly. Now you're going to be left with something that looks like this, a little bit unraveled. What you're then going to do is come to your end of your ornament. You're going to wrap it around the center, and then you're going to just start wrapping it around, just like this. Pulling as you go. Then when you get to here, you're going to secure it a little dab of hot glue. And what you're going to be left with is something that looks like this. As you can see, it has some of the pieces coming over. It almost looks like netting. Now, at this point, what you're going to do is you're going to take some Dresden trim, and you're going to hot glue it down the center. Just like that. And what you're going to be left with is something that looks like this. See how I hot glued it? And I come into the other side, and I hot glue it again. Now you're almost done at this point. What you're going to do now is you're going to add maybe another piece of Dresden trim in the center, or a little medallion, or a vintage button, whatever you want. Then you're going to add some silver glitter to really get more glitz into the ornament. And that's it. And as you can see, I have other variations. I've done it with the red pipe cleaners, with little Christmas ornaments as an extra decoration, some paper cutouts. I've done another one for Easter with some feathers and pink Dresden trim, some sequins, some pink glitter. I mean, the possibilities are endless. I mean, there's so many different types of tinsel you can use. You can use this pretty blue aqua one, which would look very nice against the green. There's lots of different variations you can use. If you have any questions and you want the full instructions, please visit my blog at fairyenchantment.blogspot.com, and I hope you had fun, and I hope to see some of your creations. Thank you.